Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Well, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Welcome along and great to have you here. It feels like it was only 8 hours ago that I was streaming again. That's because it was public holiday here in New Zealand. If you're wondering why I'm doing a random stream at a random time, it is our Waitangi Day, which is our national celebration for our country. So day off, and thought what better thing to do and then jump in and do a bonus stream. So we are here on our Calmsden Farms server, and there's not actually that much. If I just jump into our map and have a look, it's not actually that much to do on our farms. So I've got some fields through there. Looks like a little bit of hail damage. If I go back the other way, you can see there's a little bit of grass to cut, a couple of fields there that need mowing, but basically everything else is all happy. That one won't display because it's got linseed in it, I would expect. It's not showing up, which is a bug Oxygen David said has been fixed for the next release, or the update for the map. So a few other things being done as well, including a random floating pallet in field 25, 25, 20, 22, one somewhere around here. Anyhow, that's what's going on. Ben's up here at the moment. Got Ben Tate and Hanson in here at the moment with us. Ben's up there doing a ploughing contract, ripping through that with one of the lizard, the 9-meter NT on there, and then we've got some contracts up here. So we've actually taken 2 pea harvesting contracts, but the plan is just to do 34. We'll see how we go, which is being delivered all the way down here to the Cotswold stores. So with a cruise, we did pick up a fertilizer contract here on 4 because it pays well and is relatively easy to do, which is funny because if you look at the contract, there's the fertilizing contract actually pays better than the harvesting contract, and I guarantee you'd get that one done in an hour, 20 minutes, half an hour, and this could take a few. So it's relative scale, right? Anyhow, we're going to jump in, I suppose. Let's get into it. I was going to jump in the harvester for a while. We'll try and do some hauling in that as well, but let's get out of these trees. We'll crack into it. Welcome along, everyone, though. Nice to have you here. Tate, great to see you. Good to have you here. Bender Cat, good morning, mate. You're up nice and breezy and early. Welcome along. Fosco, hello. Mr. Mark Thor, how on earth are you, buddy? Long time no chat. Hope you're well. Good to see you. Let's, while we're in here now, let's jump in here. I am going to put some steering assist on. I'm going to go for open up the field properly, try and get 6 headlands done. Should be 3 laps each. Let's see if... Is that not picked up? Have I got... Ah. Oh, there we go. It was just slow. Slow getting into it. So, there we go. That's what we're up to. Jimmy Sim, good morning to you, mate. Welcome along. Good to see you. Good morning, Ben. Hello. Hello again, Cher. Hope you've had a good day. Welcome along. Yaron, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. You join in about 20 minutes. Nice one. Here we go. Twice in one day farming, indeed. And seeing you asked for peas to be planted last night, we're harvesting them instead. Interesting, actually. I saw some photos from a local contractor where they've been running their oxbow harvesters around, not far away from us, actually, harvesting peas. So, I'm truly in the pea harvest season here in our part of the world. So, yeah. So we're into it. You are lucky. Some people would say so, Share. Some people would think otherwise. But yeah, it's nice to be out and doing it. Have I had any glitches on the map? I've not experienced any myself, Fosco, other than that linseed one, and I'm aware of the manure point one, but that was a Giants bug. I know Xbox users had some issues with gravel roads not displaying, which is being fixed in the patch, and there's a random pallet floating, but there's a few other things I know have been adjusted too. Oxygen David put some patch notes on his Facebook group yesterday, saying that the fixes had been sent back to Giants and should be, oops, that one didn't follow that corner, user error, and should be going through testing soon, so we'll just have to wait and see. Now, This isn't one we can we unload this on the... Oh, we can unload on the go. There we go. Not sure if we could. Exciting for some people. Not one I've used for a while, but exciting to see... what mod was it? Follow Me being released today. I thought it was kind of cool. Now, have I got an offset set on this? Why is there a 1.1 meter offset? It's a bit strange. Strange. You've put the unopened Lego away. Shit, good on you. I'm always one for... Lego's meant to be played with though, right? But I know some people see it as a bit of an investment. And if you had a potentially valuable set that you inherited, could be worth looking at and sussing out what it's worth. Ooh, thought Tate was going to plough straight into us there. Chad, good morning to you, mate. Welcome along. No need to apologise, buddy. I know timings and whatnot never always works, so just nice to have you here this morning. And welcome along everyone else. Tim Maslin as well. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. How was the Gold Coast? Gold Coast was great. Nice to get a couple of weeks off. Tough to get back into work, that's for sure. Yeah, it's just... It was nice. It was... the heat was something else. But, yeah, it was pretty good. It is worth a bit. There we go, share. Farmer King George. How come I'm live one day? Is this a new thing? It's a public holiday here in New Zealand, so it's a day off work, so I thought I'd take the chance. I often do on public holidays to get up and just give you guys an extra stream. Just have another chance to get in touch. I know I've been a bit remiss and slack on content lately with videos, so just getting back into work and just being summer in New Zealand, there's always lots to do, so. Had some problems with one of the grain sell points, would not tip into it. No, I can't remember reading that, but being an issue, but I'm actually looking forward to trying out these, I think Loki released a Tip Anywhere mod, and wondering whether that will allow one of the sheds. I know it was deliberately made that you couldn't tip grain on the floor, but I'm kind of keen to try it out and see if you can. Ooh. Oh, I was going to say, why can't we go any further? We would actually brush against them. Did you see Marty? No. No, missed that one. Missed that. Welcome along everyone, thanks for joining in, hope you're all doing well. Always good to be able to stream at different times and have a different contact with different people in the community. By the end of the stream we might have been around this field once. Might have the headlands opened up. You're gonna go hunt him down when you come to the Gold Coast. We were staying not too far away from the Langham Hotel, and one morning there's some media report Jack Black had been spotted out on the beach and doing some kung fu fighting for the paparazzi. Didn't get any photos taken with us. No one sort of claimed to have seen Argsy Gaming or anything, so missed out on that. Is it not is there must be a collision here somewhere? I can't stay zoomed out on that. That's bizarre. Is this? Just wondering if that field that we're next to is part of the map or not. Or was that part of the map border? Is that a purchasable field? A bit of grass. Ah, no, right, there we go. That's a bit of a shame, isn't it, having that big... In fact, both of those areas excluded. He's not such a nice dude. He spent a lot of time down this part of the world lately after he's filming Minecraft in Auckland. And now he's doing something in Australia, so we've kept him out of the States for you, Tim. So we were talking before stream actually, there was a couple of mods, a vehicle financing one which looked like quite a positive mod, and it's not there anymore. It's disappeared. Oh. Hanson's knocking me off course. Can I adjust the height on that one? Can. Not back up anymore. Oh no, here we go, can. Oh, it turned quite tight. Yeah, for sure, Tim. Let's make a time. Maybe over the weekend if you're available. I'm pretty flexible the next couple of days, so. Tony, now do I talk now? Do you want to be called Tony, or do you want to be called the Joystick Geezer? That's gold. I love that, the Joystick Geezer. Good to see you, my friend. Welcome along. Yeah, we'll do, Tim. We'll do. I'm sure I've got it somewhere. Alright, there we go, one down. That wasn't too bad, actually. It's really the shape of the field. It felt like we were going for ages, and then... Yeah, it's kind of a wedge, isn't it? Oh. How did they not connect a row? Joystick Geezer is fine. Nice. Nice one. But yeah, there's a vehicle financing mod that was in there. Sort of sounded quite promising, but it's gone already. I went to have a look at it when the boys were telling me. And it's not there. Along with another one, there was a silo related one I saw on mod releases in Discord that it's not there anymore. What was that one called? Not sure. Oh, that's an FS22 map. I was going to say there was a map released, I didn't see that, but it's the FS22. Extended farm silo shop display is not there either, so. What's going on there? Anyhow. Haven't harvested peas yet. It looks time consuming for sure, but not as bad as the root crops. Yeah, I mean, it's a narrow header, right? It's no different to sugar beets or things like that. It's a great one to do on multiplayer servers, and depending on what stage you are on a farm, you know, it would be nice to have an extra harvester going in here, but we're doing it the contract way, where we've taken on these peas through that field through there's got peas on it as well, and there was a contract for those, so we've taken on both contracts, but we're using the harvesters on just one of them. And the idea behind that is you don't have to lease a $600,000 harvester, which I think costs about 20 grand and takes away most of your contract profit to help speed up a contract. And this is the one thing where contracts are a little bit flawed, right? Because, you know, we're harvesting in here and it's going to take a couple of hours. That's the other field. There's a fertilizer contract here on field 4, which you'd probably get done in, I don't know, a quarter of the time, and you compare the price. It's actually more valuable to do the harvest of the fertilizer contract. So I know you pay for the fertilizer, but that's relative to the amount of time. They're just a little bit disproportionate. Likewise, Tim, you have a great day as well, mate. We'll catch up with you soon. some of the photos I saw of the local guys harvesting peas, they had a Bailey high lift trailer, which was kind of cool, and they'd take that to the edge of the field and use that into a truck, and then they'd haul it. But in our area, they are hauling the peas are probably going a 2.5 hour drive from where they're harvesting to the processing factory. They harvest peas in our area, and then they'd head over to the Hawke's Bay, probably to the Waddies or Tallies. I think they're mostly Waddies. Anyhow, go over there to one of their processing spots. So here we go. Football by Yossi off to watch some football. Who's playing football? See if I can figure out what you're off to watch. No. You're gonna have to fill me in. Alright. Oh, already 18% of the way through. Appears to be in Feyenoord for the Dutch Cup. Thank you, Aaron. I wonder if my boys, I wonder if that's on TV in New Zealand. Probably not. Ben's here now, so you don't find out. I'm 73% full, 74, so. I love how vehicles go slower up hills. There's much more effect from things like that. Edge there, Ben. Watch out for that. Get you every time. Let's turn there. Just going to keep following. I've got to admit, the more and more, and we talked about it a bit last night, the more and more I'm using the built-in steering guidance and that, the more I like it. It's just easy. It's so easy to set up and use. It requires very little effort, to be honest. I'm just going to cheat here, not bother. Oh, I should take that off actually, because our rows come up there. Sunshine. There you go. Hey, Aaron. Right. What do you reckon? Are we going to get through this in 2 hours? Is this a 2-hour job? Find out. Intrigued. As Henson made it to the... He's up at the sell point, so... Might be at the stage where the truck is... the next trailer's full. Could be good. Could be a good rotation. Not enough space to unload. That warning for. Yeah, thank you, Ben. Hey, it's Calmsden Briscoe. How are you, my friend? Welcome along. Good to see you. Likewise, buddy. Hope you're doing well as well. Hope you had a you've had a good Christmas and New Year and all that sort of thing. I kind of, you know, we're already a month down, right? Time has flown by. Hope you're good, mate. Looking forward to spring then summer. Can't say I'm looking forward to winter. But I won't complain. Right. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. 10 minutes to go around. A little less than 10 minutes to go around. So we've got a good unload crew going, so haven't had to stop it all yet. Once we hit these up and down passes, things will be even faster. We don't want to be on that one. Alright. Combinable peas are much more fun. I'd love to see I expect someone's working on it, but getting the pea straw. We really should be able to do that. I mean, it looks absolutely nothing like pea straw, right, coming out the back of there. But they're also not harvested. I mean, they're harvested green. Harvest peas here, though, certainly not that green. Also wouldn't have anywhere near as many weeds in it as we've got either. But chopping straw, yeah. To fish out some photos actually. I can find it while we're driving. What was the rooster there for? Legion, how you doing, my friend? Good to have you here, mate. 40 months a member. Thank you so much for your support. Good to see you as always. Been manic, I bet. You always seem to have lots going on. Nice to see you. Nice to see your face. Hey, Dazed, how you doing? Another 3 to 4 harvesters for that full-on realistic British pea harvest. Exactly. That would have been nice. Not double cropping them. No. No. I don't even know if is that possible on this crop calendar? Oh, we don't have seasons on, so yes, it would be. Yeah. I'd love the idea actually. I mean, that'd be kind of a fun challenge, wouldn't it? Doing a big multi-harvester courseplay auto drive pea setup here on this map. Thinking what I did on West Australia, but on a slightly different scale. Could be enjoyable. Hey, Crafty Biggins, how you doing? Good to see you. Wish you could customize the harvesters for larger headers. keep an eye out. I'm sure there'll be some enlarged versions at some stage. Lots of famous people on today. Quite handsome, you'll give them all big heads. I'm doing alright, Days, doing alright. It's a public holiday here in New Zealand, so taking the chance to do a bit of a bonus stream. Isn't it funny, I can get up easier to do this on a weekday than I can to get up and go to work. This is what I enjoy more. You're off to work, Bender, have a great stream. Nice one. Cheers, buddy, you have a great day at work. Appreciate you stopping in and saying hello. Imagine doing this on West Australia, exactly. Alright, bin's just about full. There we go. 100% out of here. Have you seen the videos of how they do it here to get the peas frozen within the time scale? It's impressive. I can imagine. So I was just saying, peas have just been harvested around our region in the last month or so, and it's about a 2.5 hour truck drive from field to the factory where they'd process them. So can't beat a holiday. And the best part when it's a Thursday is most people take the Friday off as a leave day and make it a 4-day weekend. So you want them to just fade them out. Fair enough too. Peas are a bit of a diverse vegetable, really. It's one of those ones you either love or hate. I'm a fence sitter with peas. Wouldn't be a first choice, but I'll eat them if they're in front of me. At least she wasn't picking the quinoa out of the peas, because that'd be a pretty hard job to do, Mark. She picked the right way around to do it, right? Right, won't worry about taking the headland off that time, not worth it. Alright, this is our last lap, and then we'll jump into some up and down rows. Get a bit away from which will actually work out well. We'll be able to get things opened up. Play on contract done. Philip, good morning to you, mate. Good Waitangi Day morning. Good morning to you as well. Nice to see you. And welcome along, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day wherever it is you are, whatever it is you're doing. Appreciate you taking some time out of that day to sit down and relax with a casual little pea harvest. That's while we're doing this. Let's jump into cab for a little bit. There we go. But funny, up in here it makes it look narrower. It's very hard. I remember looking at this, spotting the front of the header. Actually, this would be a case of, we got realistic cab here. I thought we might have actually, but no. That $57,000 contract income from that play-on contract. Some good money. Let's go forward enough to grab those ones. It's great now, like, I suppose tractors and equipment's always been the same, right? But it's all so similar. What's going to be the next big, I suppose, the Fendt 10T combines, which used the joystick for steering, was a bit of a game changer. Get rid of the steering wheel in front of you, a whole steering column, but what's going to be the next big innovation? AI driving, I suppose. Autonomous tractors don't have any of this. Plug it all into a computer and it manages it for you. Alright, there we go. Now, let's go and figure it out. What's our up and down roads like? Nasty little narrow bits there. And open up some... How full am I actually? Yeah, but let's not go too far or I won't get through. Yeah, there's that little chain down there as the guide, isn't it? Which is interesting. You know, that's interesting. I'm assuming there's one on the other side. Is there one on the other side? Oh yeah, because that would, yeah, I see. So that would always be against, because your auger's on the left, that would always be against your harvested side, wouldn't it? So that would be against the joint between the harvested and unharvested crop. Doesn't help that most machines use the class cab. True. Everyone is backing up, we'll keep going. Here we go. Yeah, so if you're driving along that chain and hang down on that cut edge always if you're going to have your auger on left, which you'd need to with the rate that these fill up at. Where's my tractor? Not coming yet. Alright, so we're 41, that's 40% complete just doing the headlands. It's pretty impressive. Everyone's going to go and cut open another part. Wise move. Deal with these little rows. What do most people do? Do you leave the short little annoying rows to last, or do you do them first? I'd normally leave them till last, but I suppose because we ended up on this side of the field, kind of doing them first. Nope. I won't be getting to the end. You'll need to come down and unload me facing the wrong way. Oh, maybe. 97, 98, 99. There you go. Good morning, Elder. How you doing? Oh, what happened there? Why did it turn off? I didn't think I'd actually got to 100% full. Time for a coffee here, time for another coffee elder too. Beers Den Gaming, how you doing, buddy? Great to see you, mate. It feels like forever. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. I am showing 21 likes at the moment, Mark. If you haven't already hit the thumbs up, everyone, please make sure you do. See, this one thing with these fully integrated machines is you can't actually, there's no indicator for the header. It's something I'd like to see. I know it's not attached, but kind of like how the baler shows you whether the pickup's up or down. They need to have something on these for whether it's up or down. Thank you, farming. 25 now. Thank you, everyone who hadn't pressed the like button. Much appreciated. It is 7:30 AM over here, farming. You're farming till 2 AM. Whoops. Yeah, likewise. It's always good to see you. Oh, no, there's a tractor coming behind me. Here we go. Lodge that. Alright, back underway. Yeah, it's great to see you as well. Great to see you as well. Lots of weeds. This is a contract field, Legion, so not our doing. You certainly wouldn't see weeds like this on one of our fields. But yep, definitely not what you like to see. I think it'd be great if the game actually made it that workers that managed fields had been well looked after. Yeah, our boys are up too, but they're up on weekends normally anyhow, so. As long as they keep it relatively quiet, so Mrs. Arksy doesn't get woken up, then murders will be avoided. I wonder if it was peas they were harvesting on Typo Road last week, Frosty. Ah, good question. The harvesters would have looked exactly like this, because the local pea harvesters run exactly these harvesters. So. Same rule in your house, Elder. So Mrs. Axe is actually normally the early riser out of the two of us. There we go. Still on the body recomp journey, total 172 pounds, got back on around 20 pounds of muscle. Moving to a new team at work and been putting together a new sawmill. Been running around at a mile a minute. Nice one, mate. I'm pleased to hear you're still running, still going. There we go. Tate's over there doing the fertilising contract as well. I love seeing that. Just driving along and suddenly a tractor pops up, going the other way. Very cool. Gonna help get rid of this little wedge in here. We'll just go the wrong way for a minute. It won't matter. Oh, your own's moved over. What are you doing?
Saying hi.
Why are you saying hi?
I want to say hi to chat.
Who are you talking to that said go and hop on
Flynn.
Dad's stream? Flynn. Alright, say hello to Flynn.
Hi Flynn. Bye Flynn.
Children. Did look like that, yeah. Have a look at I think the Tasman Contractors on Tasman Harvesters or something like that on Facebook. So we've got a server running on Vintage Oaks. Still dazed on 22 and it's still getting used a lot, which is great. Have a look here, see if I can find it. Tasman Harvester Contractors. Well, they're called Ploger over here, but effectively the same thing. I can share that somehow. press that button. Stop that for a sec. That over there. There you go. There's some photos of the pea harvest here in the Manawatu. Even the same model number, just a different brand on the back. They had there you go. That's what I was saying. They had the high lift trailers and dumped them straight into the truck, running around in the field. Quite cool to see. They've sweet corn harvesters too. That's what I want to see. These coming, like sweet corn and these sweet corn harvesters coming to Calmsden. That'd be cool as a new crop. Yeah, heaps of contractors that share, similar like Grassman and that share some great images. Very cool. Right. Get rid of that. There we go. Right. Enough chit chat. IRL stream snipers. They're playing Fortnite together. And one of his mates. Isn't that funny, eh? They don't go to school, so not at school today, so they're up and playing Fortnite. Nearly fired it up, but got to be careful before you get sucked back in. Seen them stored just out of Hastings. That'd be about right, Frosty. Everything good on the other side of the plane? Yeah, it's been summer here, and it's been a busy. January was busy. Lots going on. Sort of got through Christmas and New Year's. Back to work for a week. Then went over to Aussie for a couple of weeks for a football tour and a week's holiday. And then back to work, and then there's a juggling kids while they were still on school holidays and all sorts of things. But hopefully after this week's out of the way with today's holiday and things like that, we'll be back into a bit of a routine from next week, which would be nice. Pretty much the same setup here in the UK with the Bailey high lift and small frame trucks. Freezing plant 5 minutes from your door, so there you go. Raising your butterflies. So it start off as raising caterpillars. Share. Breeding caterpillars to raise butterflies. What sort of butterflies do you raise? Alright, there we go. That's the tricky part of the field all done. It does make it a bit hard because you don't fill up very fast with the short runs. Right. Painted ladies, nice. Right. You reckon we're going to make it? This is going to be interesting. We should make it through here. It's funny having conversations, listening to Hanson and Co talking in the background. I always catch myself listening to what they're talking about instead of concentrating on stream. It can be sometimes, or just more fascinating what you guys talk about. You're it for the planet. Good job. Can't have got much sleep. To be fair, I got the same amount of sleep I normally get, Bob. So you're right, I didn't get a huge amount, but it was enough. Next level dedication. Well, this is an easy way to keep the channel ticking over a little bit without having to record and edit videos, which has been a bit hard to do lately. So this is my my way to keep that going. They're actually talking about beet harvesting and like fodder beet for cattle rather than sugar beets, things like that. Anzac, how you doing, mate? Great to see you. How you doing? How's things up in the Waikato? It's a shame to see what you had, a little accident you had with your tractor. It's a bummer. Hopefully you're didn't slow you down too much with your work and you're able to get back up and going. Remember some of the chats that you over, knowing that'll be something. Always something, right? Got some itch for some sugar beet harvesting. You'd be one of the few people who'd get an itch and go, I haven't played for ages, I'm going to go harvest some sugar beet. I got it. I was talking before about the AI workers and the steering assist and everything in game here, but how good is it that it follows the edge of the field? It's a little unrealistic, I suppose. And that I would have expected this to, you know, normally you'd pick a line and go through it, right? But is it going to bring it up? Can't even zoom in on it, but it's adjusting to that long edge of the field. It's kind of cool. Dry up your way. It's starting to get dry down here too. Although we had a good drop of rain on the weekend, which greened things up a little bit. No, I'm not surprised, Days. Not surprised. Yeah, gotta have dead straight lines. IRL, 100%. You wouldn't be doing that in real life, but the technology and the information that's behind the game is impressive from that respect. And it's nice that both of us have picked up on the same blind, so we're working together nicely. Chat, am I doing any modding you should look out for? I'll have an update for Anywhere Object Storage in the next week or so. Just a couple of little tweaks for that. And I'm going to submit a bulk buy bunker pack where you can basically put down a bunker on your farm and use it to buy lime, fertilizer, stones or manure from. So instead of using big bags or anything like that, you can either pull your fertilizer spreader or lime spreader up next to it and just refill it, or you can, you know, drive into it with a front loader, fill up a bucket and load your spreaders that way. I was going to have a bulk bunker exactly the same, which you could tip into, but I've realised that I've modelled the walls for these bunkers about 200 mils or 8 inches wide, and that doesn't work very well with the way that the tip collisions work for tipping bulk product into, so it bleeds through the walls. So I'm going to make a different version for if you wanted to buy a truckload of lime and have it delivered to your farm and have a bunker to put it in to then load out of. I'm going to do it a bit differently, so, and I might change it up a little bit for that too. We'll see. Had contracts in the mug game, the only people that make money out of it are service guys. Yeah, it's a tough world out there. You're a mug and farming. Isn't it funny, you two could probably have conversations about the same things, just on a completely different sides of the world, and it's all exactly the same. Yeah, I've got that done, Dazed. I do have that, and I was looking at it, but I wanted to try and keep the... I wanted to make it look like the product was against the wall, so... It was a trade-off. So I figured I'd just keep this set as a bulk buy bunker, and then I'll do a separate bunker for tipping things into. Interesting the things you learn along the way. Yep, because the weather's the same for everyone farming, so suddenly their grass or harvest or whatever is more important than the next guy's. They don't care about them. There's been some big improvements actually, Dazed. Lots of Giant's Editor's got some handy things where you can apply masks and that. They have a whole lot of presets for it. So if you've got a trigger, you can tell it it's a trigger. If it's placeable, you can tell it's a placeable. If it's a, the collisions are kind of worked out a little bit more automatically, which is nice. You don't have to go through and know all the codes for it, which is kind of handy. Silage specs. Start again. Silage spec 2021. Hello. Texturing hasn't really changed for placeables, for buildings and things like that. Still got your spec, normal and diffuse. But some materials, so like lime and fertilizer, now have a height and displacement map and no specular. So it's a diffuse, normal, height and displacement, and that's where I've run into trouble trying to figure out where they're meant to go in texturing up a plane. So if, for example, the bulk bunkers where you can see a stack of lime or a pile of lime, I can't actually figure out how to apply those to make it work. So I've cheated for now, and I've taken the 22 textures, the height, displacement and specular out of 22, put them into a textures folder within my mod, and I'm referring to those rather than using the base game ones. So whether that gets through testing, I'm not sure. They might not like that because it does visually look different. But I've accepted it for someone who's done a root crop storage building, which is on Mod Hub. That's how they did it for potatoes. So a few things to figure out. But learning. Like the one I used on Aussie Gnome, exactly the same one. Exactly the same one. So I've just finished it and it's working better. So you can actually see trailers filling and it's taking the money out at the same time, whereas it wasn't doing that on Aussie Gnome. I don't know whether that was an issue or what it was, but yeah, it's definitely working much better. Cheaper, yeah. Yep, exactly what I did. I think it's something to do with the way that if you have a pile of lime on the ground and drive over it, it'll pick up the tire tracks. That's the displacement and height. Obviously I don't have that as an issue, so not having those doesn't matter, but would have been nice to. G'day Mark, good morning, good evening, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome along everyone who's just joining in. Appreciate you joining and tuning in on your Wednesday evening or Thursday morning or Wednesday afternoon or whatever it is, wherever you are in the world. Wondering why I'm streaming at this time on a Thursday and why I'm not getting ready for work. It is a public holiday here in New Zealand. Waitangi Day, which is our national day. I think Independence Day for the US and gosh, don't know, does the UK have a national day? Anyhow, Coronation Day, is it? We still have a public holiday for Coronation Day each year. Regardless, that's what we're doing. Australia has Australia Day, which was only a week or two ago. Silage spec, how do you join? So exclamation mark Discord, and jump on the Discord server and you'll find a channel there with the details for the server, passwords, mod downloads, all those kind of things. I know it's the video you want me to do, Hanson. Saw the chainsaw storage tech. Curious if you could use that to store potato. Oh, yeah, it'd be interesting. Don't know if you could or not. I haven't even tried using it with hand tools. I wanted to make a little mod where you could basically put a chainsaw in a toolkit, basically like a carry tote type thing, and then strap it on, you know, something that you could then strap onto the back of a trailer or back of a ute, pick up whatever it is you're driving. So if you went out into the forest, you could have that strapped down and see your chainsaw rather than just being magically hidden. Yeah, Follow Me's been released today, farming, so to give that a try. Be handy for pea harvesters. Alright, we're chewing through this now. What are we? 56% done. We've been going an hour, so we're definitely going to get this done. It's nice, but there we go. Like, Tate's literally done that fertilizer contract in not much time. What else we got on the list? Not really worth doing that one. Not really worth doing that one. Definitely not worth doing that one. Might be a case of having to get in and mow some of our grass, actually. Mow 36 and that bit there could be done. Can you join if you're on Xbox? Not on this server. Sorry, Chad, this one is a PC only one. Yeah, it should be doable. I just needed to have a look at it. It's on my list of things to do. So I've done the object storage, I'm working on the bunkers, I've got my kiwi pole shed to do, which I've started. The model's still there, I've just started going through and retexturing it using the 25 textures from the game. And then I want to do I've actually got a couple of Kiwi New Zealand style fences modelled. And then I want to, so that's another thing. So lots of little projects on the go, and that's been what I've actually spent more time doing that than playing the game lately days. Just about changed from Argsy gaming to Argsy modding. Not quite. Been enjoying it though. It's been a good learning curve. I think it's a good time actually to pick up modding at the start of the game because everyone's learning how the game works, so you can pick up quite a bit of information now rather than a year down the track when everyone's figured out how to do it. Hey, and how you doing, mate? Good evening to you. Welcome along. Hope you're keeping well. We're on the great race to 20k, of course. 70-ish subs to go, and we'll tick over that mark. So we had a bit of conversation on the stream last night about how we should celebrate that milestone. So I've actually got some ideas I wrote down after the stream last night. So make some plans to do that sometime soon. Yeah. Yeah, you end up going, I need that, I'm going to make it. I'm trying to improve, so yeah, there's ways I did things in 22 which probably weren't quite right, and trying to make things look that bit better, just work that bit better, so see how we go with that. Yoran's full. Cut in to get a unload path. We might go right over the other side and start working back towards. Do you have to do more than one fertilizer pass on growing crops? One pass is unrealistic. Yeah, so there's 2 fertilizer states there. So it depends. You can, if there's any, yeah, so that's one, that's got 1 layer of fertilizer on it, that's got 2. So yes, there is the requirement to fertilizer more, but of course if you fertilize and seed, then you might only have to fertilize once. And obviously with precision farming being confirmed yesterday as coming for 25, it'll be interesting to see whether that remains or whether we end up back where we were with precision farming, where you only had to fertilize once to get your required nitrogen values. So just have to wait and see what happens. Kikarino, good morning, mate. Good afternoon to you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Kid that's being cheeky needs some attention. Yeah, likewise, buddy. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in. Very much appreciated. Luke, am I going to do any multiplayer maps with FSG? Yeah, we definitely want to. We're both dead keen to get back in and do it. We're just trying to decide what map we'll do it on when the right map comes along. So we were talking about possibly looking on Monteith by DR modding, maybe waiting for the row crop ready version of that to do something a little bit different. So we'll just wait and see. Hopefully not too far away. We both always enjoy our Sunday catch-ups and chewing the fat while we're working, so definitely keen to get back into that. Wonder what the new crops will be. Wonder if there will be new crops this year. Interesting. Yeah, and 10 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, mate. That is so much appreciated. Kigarino, Crafty Biggins, Slims Farming. Oh, I'm full. Wasn't paying attention. Oh well. We'll just have to ignore me. Look away. Look away now. I'm not doing this. Don, Disturbed, Spencer, Amy, Farmer G, AJT, and Farmer Sim. Picking up some gifted memberships there. Thank you very much, mate. That is very generous of you. Love the Texas map and the Indiana map. Yeah, it's interesting, right? We've kind of tried to keep a bit of variety going and mixing things up. So maybe we'll have a look. That's what I was sort of saying. When maybe we go back to a US map. It's always a case of trying to make sure whatever we do fits with our channels and what we're doing on our channels too. So keep an eye out. You've been using liquid fert in a sprayer and dry fert in your planter. We don't use a lot of liquid fertilizer in New Zealand. But yeah, interesting. Thanks for the great. You're very welcome, Yan. Very welcome, and thank you very much for just being a good bugger and an upstanding part of the community. It's people like you and everyone else here in chat that make it all that more enjoyable for us, and just glad to be able to provide you guys entertainment. 3 times wheat, 2 times for canola, so once in a game is unrealistic. Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. There's so much that needs to be done around crop management, but there's a point where it's kind of defaulted back. Defaulted a little bit back to not so much arcadey, but the degree of realism is the concern. I'm going to get caught out here. Oh, because I'm going the wrong way down. I was thinking I could overlap, but yeah, it's alright. We can pull out and unload if we have to. At least we've got a road to do it into this time. But yeah, I'd love to see precision farming bring in more variety of fertilizers. So you've got to be more mindful not just of what the soil type is like, but actually does your crop need nitrogen or potassium or phosphate? You know, what does it actually need? So yeah, there's a few things. I'm just gonna do this. I'll tidy it up on the next pass, I hope. We'll get there. We'll get it figured out. Hey, Mr. T-Bone, how you doing? Welcome along. One of the shanty boys, well known for their forestry maps. How are you? Are you working on something for 25? We're going to see some shanty boys creations out soon. Twice in one day. Yeah, I know, right? Madness. Madness. Good to hear. Good to hear. So we're on our, if anyone's just joining, obviously the thumbnail would have said it, but playing on the Calmsden Farm multiplayer server. There wasn't much to do on the fields we own, so we've picked up we've actually got 2 P contracts, but we're just doing one at the moment, using the 2 pieces of equipment on one. A good way to get through things faster without having to deal with leasing equipment. You borrow the contracted equipment on both fields, and then you can run them in one. So we might not even do the field 32 contract. You just need to be careful that the delivery points are different, so you don't want to be running to the same delivery point all the time, or it can confuse the contracts. We were fortunate this one had a delivery down to either the store, the sell point at the main dealership, or the Cotswolds store, so too bad. There's sulfur on the canola, okay. Subscribe, make an extra account, Tarks. You came 39 months a member as well, yeah, and thank you so much. I had Legion in here earlier who was 40 months. You're at 39, look at that. If you're going to make an extra account, while you're at it, go and subscribe to FSG to get him to 100k as well. Have the ability to desiccate your OSR before you harvest it. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of those things around realism that'd be great, wouldn't it? I think that's where things like, you know, modders like Terra Life, the farming agency who did the Terra Life one, well-intentioned, but I kind of think it went in the possibly a little bit too far in the wrong direction in terms of that level of realism, and could have been a more diverse mod around how it brought that degree of realism and actually looked more like a, let's say, a Seasons for 19, where we get you know, weather affected things. You can't harvest it because there's moisture, you know, your moisture levels in the crops become a consideration, and your grass does disappear off fields, and all of those things which made Season such a great mod in 19 and such a popular mod come back for the next round for in a way. You know, I'd love to get a notification, and again, I've talked about this before, the original Sim Farm game, which was like a little top down one, I've got it on here, I've got it running as in, I can emulate it. Back in MS-DOS game, probably came on a 3.5-inch floppy disk or something and ran on your Commodore 64 or your Amiga 500 or whatever it was. Even that had it had pests, it had What else did it have? It had pests, fungicides, it had water, all of these requirements. And it didn't bring the simulation when you had to do it, because you just clicked a button and one of your tractors went and did it. But it was cool. It was actually what farming's all about. I'd love to get a notification when you log in and it's the first morning of September and you get a little notification to say, field 25's, or that there's a warning for slugs, snails. I don't know what it is. Weather conditions dictate that it's, there's a high risk of fungus affecting your crops. Those kind of things. Anyhow. Welcome along, Solar Spec. Glad you're able to join. It's a game setting thing, right? I mean, I won't be able to now, but you can jump into settings. I'm not logged in, but, don't even know my... Why is it not working today? It's caps lock on, that's why. Here we go. But it would just be under here, line required, no, yes, yes, crop destruction, yes, no, pests, yes, no. Fertilizer, simple, complicated, simple, complex, those kind of things. So you could actually, it's doable. I think it's all doable. And then it just becomes another layer of, how much does that affect your crop yield? They put all the bonuses in, you need, it'd be nice to have more negatives for it. So instead of saying you get a bonus for weeding, you actually get a deduction for not weeding. Not controlling weeds. And spotty weeds. Oh my goodness, please bring back spotty weeds with precision farming. Anyhow. Rant over. And then 50 viewers. It's a wee while since we've ticked over that mark. Maybe I should get up on a Thursday morning and stream more often. Welcome along, everyone. Great to have you here. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. If you're just tuning in, it is a public holiday here in New Zealand, so took the chance to hop on in and do a little bit of an extra live stream. I've just actually been enjoying the live streams and getting on the community servers and just playing the game. And one night last week I jumped on for an hour or two and harvested a field with one of the guys, Hyper actually. It's on the map, so yeah, it's good fun. Good fun. Yeah, notification you have to spray for grasshopper or something like that. Exactly that. And it doesn't happen every year. You don't get every year on the 1st of September you get told, oh, you've got this pest, you better go and deal with it. It's a random event that happens, kind of like the tornado. There's a percentage chance of it happening each year. Build a large custom race tracker on New Frontier. I like the idea of the way we did it last time, Bob, that it was just this like impromptu race. But what I'd like to do is have that same sort of, make use of all the roads in a map, but put like set it up a bit like a race course with bales. I don't know if you've been to a car club sprint race and they just put hay bales up, even like WRC do. They usually use hay bales on corners, and if they still do, probably health and safety got in the way of that, but that'd be pretty cool. Hey, Per-Olaf Baldolfsson, how you doing? Good to see you. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you, Bears Den Gaming. Yeah, drop that thumbs up. Make sure you have. Much appreciated. What do I think of Lewis going to Ferrari? I like that it's going to shake things up, and it's a different challenge for him. He's been with Mercedes. It's a little bit, I guess, not quite as controversial as the Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis trade in the NBA at the moment, but I like that it's created a lot of debate. It'll be interesting to see how he goes. Ferrari were looking pretty good there at the end of the season. So yeah, the more competitive drivers and competitive cars we can have, the better. And you know, who wouldn't as a child dream of driving in a Scuderia? In front of the most passionate fans in motorsport. It's it'd be a pretty cool experience. Nothing wrong with having a rant. I get carried away sometimes, sure. G'day Sky, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Oh, this is what I love about doing streams at this time, at a random time. All these people I don't catch up with at the other times I stream because of, you know, schedule conflicts and that. Hop in and say hello. Great to see you, mate. Grasshoppers would be cool. Any sort of pest like that, right? Slugs, snails, that's things we kind of have to deal with here in New Zealand more than, you know, grasshoppers or anything like that. Perina moth is a big one, which affects pastures even. So, you know, something that gets in, and you need to actually spray your grass for pests if you're wanting to maximise things. Even animals, like, you know, this time of year there's a facial eczema risk because of the heat and humidity. You need to take that into account. Put zinc in your water supply, or we've just had, last week we had a top dressing plane literally buzzing over our place, and they were applying a spray onto the pasture to help control facial eczema. So there's ways and things you can do it. Cool. Ready for everyone to be back. 100% Kegs. I'm looking forward to it because obviously we've got a Kiwi in a competitive car for the first time in forever. So I'm buzzing to see how Liam can go. I'm not expecting big things from him early days. He hasn't raced at, you know, Australia. He hasn't done any of those tracks in the first half of the calendar. He's done tracks in the second half of the calendar through the last couple of seasons. So I'm excited to see how he can go. Who am I putting for Super Bowl, Kansas City or the Eagles? Good question, Luke. I want to see Kansas City. I want to see the Chiefs win it just for that sort of dynasty, the first time a team's gone 3 in a row. I think that'd be pretty cool. It's always, from a sporting perspective, it's always exciting to see those kind of teams that are just, you know, can demonstrate that they are one of the best ever for such a long time. It's kind of like, you know, the All Blacks had that run for a while, and, you know, dare I say it, Man City did, or, you know, think back to Man United for football back in the late 90s, early thousands. You know, those kind of teams that will be forever etched in history. It's kind of cool to see, but I really don't mind, to be honest. Tuning in from Ireland, side of spec. Welcome, good to have you here. You're playing from Ireland, even better. Go the Eagles. There we go. Always going to get some debate around that. Yeah, I'm not fussed either way, but that's the reason I don't support either team. I suppose American football, never really had a team I support. Never really had any Kiwis in it either. Would be nice to have that. Sorry you're late, Bosun. That's quite alright, buddy. Quite alright. I'll stop and unload you, Ben. So you can fill you up. Yeah, okay. Keep moving. Just unload me, you're not... Oh, you're full, okay. Second round Six Nations this weekend. Yeah, what's the blockbuster matches this weekend? Super Rugby starts next weekend too, Joran. Crazy to think that we're still technically in summer and we're starting rugby. You're a Broncos fan, so you can't root for the Chiefs because they're in the same division. Fair enough, Sonny. Good reason. Shooting in from Harrisburg, South Dakota. Welcome along, Luke. Pleasure to have your company. Oregon, how you doing? Good to see you, mate. Bringing in the bonus stream on a Thursday morning. It's nice to have you here. Putting fertilizer on by plane in-game? Heck yes. Imagine doing that in the VR version of the game. That'd be pretty cool. VR flying. Yeah, good to see you as well. Yeah, it's the one thing it's never been mastered. There's a guy called Zippy who, for the last 2 releases of the game, 19 and 22, has always shared some fantastic looking videos on his YouTube channel. He's only got 100 or so subscribers, of getting the levitator script to work and actually getting flying working with pitch and roll and yaw and all of those kind of things, and both helicopters and planes, but he's never got around to releasing it publicly. And it's just like, oh, you're teasing. Why don't you just release it already? Give people a chance to play with it. Get more input on how to fix it, how to refine it. Not fix it, refine it, it's a better word. Scotland, Ireland. That going to be the good game this weekend, is it? Should try and find some time to watch it. England, France. Oh, there we go. Alright, what are we, 77, 3/4 of the way through this. I kind of feel like this it's taken a bit longer, but we must be, yeah, big chunk in the middle still. England, France, not a good match in your house. No, I can imagine, Mark. Doesn't matter what sport it is, whether you're, there's potential civil war or not, not even civil war. I suppose it would be civil war in terms of your union, but you say Italy Wales is a Wales match, but Wales aren't exactly the force they once were, are they? I haven't even seen how did they go last week, in the first round. Don't even know who they played. $43-0 versus France, yeah. There we go. Italy Wales will probably be the best chance for Wales to get a victory, won't it? Yeah, South Dakota map would be nice. Look, 43-0. It's a pretty one-sided match. Yeah, I'll have to see. I know some of them kick off at a good time for me, so see if I can catch some. Italy are a strong favourite to beat Wales. They're becoming it. Actually, Italy's kind of lifted in the last wee while, haven't they? I know where FSG will be. He'll be tucked up in front of the TV watching Newcastle take on Arsenal soon. Well, that must be a, is it a Carabao Cup match, is it? Oh, that's right, of course Newcastle's 2-0 up in it too, aren't they? You want to go to a Grand Prix race so bad, the one where I had to go see the Italian, you'd like to go see the Italian Grand Prix, would be your favourite. From a experience, I'm trying to think what would be my... Monaco for the history and pageantry around it. I'd love, while Max Verstappen's still racing, I'd love to see the Dutch Grand Prix, just to see that sheer support, and the first time Lewis Hamilton races in Italy would be one to see as well. Silverstone probably be one of my favourite Formula 1 tracks too, though. Oh, look at that. Spent $130,000 on something. You've been 3 times to it, Ian. The downside to it is it can't be a very good one to spectate, right? You'd end up watching a lot of it on a big screen or something, I'm sure. One of the US ones would be cool to see. Brazil would... Oh, there's just so many. One driver you could ever meet would be Jackie Stewart. I would love to meet Bruce McLaren. Chris Amon, who was a famous Kiwi driver as well. He passed away a couple of years ago, but my brother's friends with his son. And actually our oldest boy is called Amon, and that's where we got the inspiration for the name from. Yeah, Melbourne would be a good one. Melbourne's close. It's just getting so expensive to do these things. Like this is one thing. I saw an article or an image. The cheapest ticket to go to Super Bowl was over $3,500 US. It's staggering that if you wanted 2 people to go to Super Bowl, you're $7 grand. I think it was the average price for 2 people to go for a ticket was $10,000 US. Like, absolutely mind blowing. Like I paid back in 2011. I paid $600 each for myself and my wife to go to the Rugby World Cup final here in Auckland, and it was a once in a lifetime experience. But even that translates down to about $400 US. But the money now is just it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Imagine being a Kansas City Chiefs fan and having been to 3 in a row. I mean, I suppose it's one of those things. It's just a once in a lifetime, right? Liverpool versus Spurs. Nicky Lauda. It's always that interesting question, right? If you could invite 4 people to dinner, who would it be? Always love those. Always love those kind of ideas around things. I do follow the Six Nations share. I'll try and watch a game when I can, but definitely keep up with what's happening in the world, because it will. At some stage, New Zealand will play some of those teams this year. I know we've got France coming here, whether they bring their full strength team or a second string team, which is what they've suggested they're going to do. Time will tell. You had places up towards the palace, looking over the harbour, and towards the hill up to the casino and some big screen. Right. Roy Keane. Roy Keane would be your dinner date, would it? Hey, morning, Bo. How you doing, buddy? You got a day off from standing in the steam fields today? Well, it's in Rush. Oh, I haven't seen Rush. Luke. Have I seen Rush? Trying to remember which ones I've watched. I've watched a couple of the F1 movies. Maybe I have. Is that the one with... Trying to remember which one it was I watched. Look. Yes, I have watched Rush. Yeah, it's the one with the Aussie actor. Yeah, with James Hunt. Yeah. The one I enjoyed actually, Ferrari, the movie Ferrari. I thought that was quite interesting. Sort of the origins of Ferrari. With Enzo and leaving Maserati, wasn't he? I thought that was an interesting movie. Yeah, sports car racing and the extent they went to beat the other teams. I don't know about the Vegas. We joked about it, as a group of mates joked about it, but I don't know. Again, that'd be an expensive weekend. If I had to go to if I wanted to go to a night race, I think I'd prefer to go to Singapore. Personally. Austrian GP is the weekend before FarmCon, if you're not mistaken. Is that right? Of course it is. Silverstone's the same weekend again, isn't it? Might be off to see Cardiff play at the Principality Stadium. Nice. Who would that be against? Chris Hemsworth, that's the one. I should know that. One of my friends has a big crush on him. Do I think FarmCon's going to be as big as it was last year? No, not at all. Just because it's not a new game. So there would have been a lot of people would have gone last year because it's a new game was coming out. Obviously Fent, in terms of a global brand, was a bigger brand than Lintner. And I know there was a lot of the even though the driving distance between Munich Airport and Lintner is about the same as Munich Airport and Fent, there was a lot of German content creators kicked up a fuss about it not being in Germany. It's like, hang on guys. Hang on a second guys. There's ever been a sense of entitlement, I've heard, and that was it. But no, I don't think it'll be as big this year. Just, there's not as much writing on it as such. But who knows? Who knows? Could be mistaken. Come in, I was going to say you're on, come in. Should have jumped in right in front of me and we could have circled this out together. Now the real FarmCon stories are coming out. Nothing coming out at all. It wasn't a FarmCon thing because we didn't know at the time it was going to be at Lintner. Anyhow. Oh. Alright, well, this is actually, taking a bit longer than I thought, but we're going to get it through. Going to get it done. Are we 87? So the next question is how much extra are we going to end up with? What a piece sell for? We don't have any in stock, of course. Let's just have a squizzy down here. Not bad. We're going to Cotswolds, 1,100 litres. So what does that trailer hold? That trailer must be, it's just over, it's about 18,000 litres, is it? So, see how many extra trailers we get out of it. Could be $18,000. Let's see. There we go. Alright, Tate, thanks for helping, mate. Appreciate you. What happens at FarmCon stays at FarmCon. 100%, yeah. 100%. Is Formula 1 a big thing in your country? Yeah, it is. Yep. Kiwis have had a huge history in Formula 1. So Bruce McLaren, the founder of McLaren, the McLaren team, was a Kiwi. I think his daughter's still involved with the management of the team now. Obviously, it's British owned and obviously transferred out of the family a long time ago, but a lot of history there. Yeah, Chris Amon was another. I was watching a video that sort of gave the cumulative points of Formula One drivers over the years and where they all sit together. And there was there's another Kiwi driver who was there was 4 or 5 Kiwi drivers back in the 60s and 70s who were big names in Formula One, which is kind of cool. There we go. Yeah, jump in there, you're on. You go. Yeah, look at this. Some convoy harvesting going for the last little bit. Sensitive little souls. And then obviously more recent times we've had Brendan Hartley was with whatever it was called at the time, Toro Rosso for a while, and now Liam Lawson in there. So Motorsport, Denny Holm, there we go, that's another one of the names. There was someone else too, Bo, that I didn't actually recognise the name of. NZ F1 drivers. All my drivers. Yeah, list. Timeline, that'll do. In terms of race starts, yeah, Howden Ganley had 41 starts. But yeah, Bruce McLaren, Chris Amon and Denny Holm all had over 100 starts. And there was a few through the 70s and 80s, but they only had a few starts. And then more recently, Brendan Hartley and Liam Lawson. Motorsport's massive in New Zealand. Always seem to punch above our weight. We've got Scott McLaughlin, of course Scott Dixon, one of the most successful IndyCar drivers there's been. So there's Marcus Armstrong, also racing in Indies. Shane Van Gisbergen in NASCAR. Of course Brendan Hartley's gone on and become a endurance racer, very successful one of those. So lots going around. How much tickets to watch the All Blacks play? Anywhere from $100 New Zealand dollars up to maybe 400, depending where you want to sit. Hey Darren, good morning mate. Welcome along. G'day Crofter. Good to see you buddy. Welcome. Nice to have you guys here. Public holiday here in New Zealand, so we've got a bonus little bit of a string today, which is nice. No, don't go to that side, Yaron. Come back, come back. You'll have your auger on the wrong side. There we go. Nailed it. Oh, except forgot to put your head in. Now you can see, now I've put him under pressure. Slow down so there's a bit of space for Ben to get in there. Here we go, look at that. Teamwork. Let's do a little bit of a... Where's my HUD visibility? Here it is. It's my field of view. She couldn't get any, I can't zoom out any further. Field of view's not going to work for that one. Maybe that way. That way. Another tractor up there waiting in the wings. Alright, that'll do. Sorry, Yaron. Happy Waitangi Day. just got home from work. Nice. Hope you had a good day at work, Darren. We're just about done here, which is good. There's this advanced contract option we've got on here. Doesn't tell us the amount delivered. No. We're at 94%. So not too much more to go. I was going to swap out and drive trailers for a while, but we've just kind of ended up chatting and harvesting peas, which has been good fun. Oh, 3 weeks on work, right. So you just go, okay. Gotcha. It's a solid effort, not just a night. I don't know if I realised you do fly in, fly out work, Darren. Old FIFO as it's colloquially known. Hey, Kiwi Sim Farmer, good morning, mate. Good to see you. Welcome along, everyone. Alright, whoever hits the like button next is going to be number 50, so there you go. Quick, get him first. I'm watching. 3, 2, 1. No. Yes, there it is. Whoever that was, done. That was you. Don't let that stop everyone else from hitting it as well, though. That's been fun. I've enjoyed it this morning. Nice, just chatting and harvesting peas. Hey, let's jump in here and do a little bit of it from in the cab. You know, if I bring this up, turn off the lines. Oh. That's no good. What do you mean no fieldwork course detected? There we go, now it has. Just took some time to refresh. Oh, and now I've managed to lift my heater up. Now I'm doing all sorts of the yarn things. Where back do I need to go? Here we go. Place called Tanami. Yeah. Hey Chinook, good morning, mate. What are you doing up? Changing nappies? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're all good. Yeah. Your nappies or the baby's nappies? That was Hanson's suggestion, by the way. He said that, not me. He said Hanson said he'd give me 5 memberships if I asked you if you wore nappies. Right, not long to go. We've got a single pass here. It'll be interesting to see whether we end up with one on the other side too. How did he know? Because if there's so much comes out your mouth, it must come out the other end as well. You single pass either way. Yeah, it works out. Farming, thank you very much for that, mate. £2, £1.99 super chat, much appreciated. That's your 10th super on live stream. Thank you, mate. Much appreciated. He's seen your own events, Chinook. Right, we're 96% done. I actually don't think Oh no, we've still got far too generous. Ben still hasn't got up and delivered his, so his might actually tick over 100%. I was just about to say that this morning the stream's been running really smoothly. There's been no lag or anything. And we get that little bit. Realism inside the curved GPS lines load. It does work really well, Bob. I know the realism factor of it's not quite right, but I mean the advanced, in saying that though, advanced GPS and all that sort of things now will follow curved edges, but I mean we all know in practicality that's not how you're going to do a field. Don't jinx it. No, I won't. It's because everyone's asleep still. See, that's the problem doing live streams in the evening. You end up with lots more people on the internet, so bandwidth's reduced just on your end. There we go, contract finished, so we're now purely profit. There's 5.5 grand out of that. Oh, we might end up with an extra 25 grand, so turns a $25,000 contract into 50,000. Probably not that much. It'd need a full trailer from Hanson, and I don't think we'll get that from these passes. Right. We'll spin around here and pick up this one. Yoran's got the other one. And we'll call it a wrap. Now the big question will be whether we keep the equipment, and I think we will. Here we go, I jinxed it, Dutch. Big time jinx right there. Whoops. Cheese farming, thanks for tuning in, mate, good to see you. We're not far from being finished anyhow, so yeah, nice to have you here. I hope you are well. Thank you once again for that super chat and for all your support on the channel. Much appreciated, including the friendly advice. That might be a better. That's a better thumbnail, right? Stay there, Hanson. Ah. There we go, that's a better. Here we go, you can go now. Done. All right. So what are we talking about? Next live stream will be on the weekend at some stage, probably Sunday morning, same time as this morning. So we'll be again on one of the multiplayer servers at this stage, unless something changes in that time. So keep an eye out for that. If you want to come in and help out with whatever we're doing, there's a good chance we'll be back here on Calmsden, because I'm not sure if there's much to do on New Frontier or on Riverbend Springs. So yeah. There should be a couple more days. There should be a couple of fields ready to be done. That looks like it's not far away. These ones are a little bit further away, but not too far. So yeah, stay tuned and see where we end up. Yeah, cheers, Chad. Good to have you here. Thanks for hanging around. There we go. That's us all finished on that one. We'll bring these back down. Actually, we don't need to go too far, because if we're going to do the next contract, is it just through there? And get to it through there. Time for another coffee for me too, Elder. Yeah, lower that down. We can leave these here for now. Make sure we don't collect the contract, because we want to get that next one done. So if anyone wants to come in and harvest some peas, feel free to come and take it on. We go, what's in there? There's 13,000 litres. That's going to be another 13 or 14 grand. That's not bad. Take that. Alright. So there we go. Let's just do this. There we go. That field's a little bit nicer. It's a bit more of a regular shape. But that's what we've done. Harvested that. This field got fertilised. Look at those cloud shadows. I do like that. It's really nice. And then some of the grass got harvested. This field here could have actually been mowed as well, technically, but there we go. Looks like some silage bales to go and collect and pick up too. We've still got some wrapping going down here. Silage Spec taking care of that with the Pottinger and the John Deere. So nice to have you on the service, Silage Spec. Appreciate you coming in and helping. Hope to see you around again soon. But yeah, that is us done here on Calmsden for today. Nice to have you all here. Great to have some great numbers. If you haven't already dropped a thumbs up, left a like on the stream, please make sure you do before we go. But yeah, otherwise I'll catch you again soon. Pleasure having you all here. Thank you, Joran. Thank you, Joran. Good to see you, Joran. Thank you for having joining the stream tonight. Pleasure having you here, Tate Hanson, for your help as well. Ben and Silage Spec, thank you all for joining in and helping us out. And I was going to say thank you, Yane, for those 10 gifted memberships earlier. Much appreciated. Very, very generous of you. But I'm going to call it quits. Thank you all. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are, and we'll catch you again soon. Take care. Bye.